Hey, I'm Braun Daler from Mastodon. You're watching RockAndMetalNewz.
Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News, and these are our best albums for 2022 in the hard rock and metal categories. If your album isn't on the list, doesn't mean it's a bad album at all. These are just the ones that jumped out to us for 2022 and we thought were the best. And we're going to start off at number 30, and that was Hammerfall, Hammer of Dawn, a great album from Hammerfall this year. Number 29 was Meshuggah, Immutable. Number 28, who put out just a super nice heavy album, was He Is Legend, Endless Hallway. Number 27 was like a prog kind of metal band called Threshold, and the album was Dividing Lines. And number 26 was Lorna Shore, Pain Remains. Number 25 was Epica. They didn't really call it a full album, but it was pretty good, pretty long. I think there was about 6 songs or 7 songs on it. And it's called the Alchemy Project, where they teamed up with other musicians to make the album, such as Fleshgod Apocalypse, Shining, Tommy Karevik from Kamelot, and Bjorn Strid from Soilwork. And what a great album that was. Super great music on there and some great vocalists. Number 24 was Lillian from Womb to Tomb. Number 23 was Korn, Requiem. Korn keep putting out great albums. It's a lot of times these bands that have been around for a while, they put out albums and they're just the same, or I don't know. I just thought this was still a great album from Korn. So, number 22, Destruction, Diabolical. Gotta love the old school German thrash metal. Number 21 was Darkane, Inhuman Spirits. Number 20 was Machine Head of KINGDØM and CRØWN. Number 19 was Amorphis, who always put out great stuff, and their album Halo. Number 18 was Stratovarius, Survive. And number 17 was Lamb of God, Omens. Number 16, SOULFLY, Totem. Really great album this year from SOULFLY for sure. And number 15 was Soilwork, Overgivenheten. And number 14 was the band New Horizon, and they put out a great release called Gate of the Gods. Number 13 was the Almighty Arch Enemy with Deceivers. And number 12, which I haven't seen on many lists, but I think it came out late in the year, but what a great band, Destroyer 666, Never Surrender. Love it. It came out sort of in before some of the, late in the year, and a lot of the band lists were out prior to that album coming out, so check that one out. Number 11 was I love this album, Joe Lynn Turner, a solo album called Belly of the Beast. Super heavy. Definitely check that one out. Number 10 was Queensryche, Digital Noise Alliance. Todd LaTorre just keeping it amazing vocals on Queensryche stuff. He really resurrected that band, and they have been flying. Number 9 was Scorpions, Rock Believer. Really liked the Scorpions album this year. They kind of went back to a bit of their old school sound and really liked that. Number 8 was Megadeth, The Sick, The Dying, and The Dead. A super heavy song, or heavy album from Megadeth, and really like this one. And Van Buren for the drumming, it just really added a lot, I think, to that. Number 7 was Tony Martin, the former Black Sabbath vocalist who sang for Sabbath for many albums. He put out a solo album called Thorns, was really great. Number 6 was Michael Romeo, the guitarist from Symphony X, and this guy is utterly fantastic. He put out War of the Worlds Part 2. Definitely check that out, and if you're a guitar player, check that one out. Number 5, Ozzy Osbourne, Patient Number 9, and it had just tons of guests, some great songs on it. Tony Iommi was on it, Jeff Beck, Zakk Wylde, Mike McCready, Eric Clapton, and more, and I thought Ozzy put out a great album. Number 4 was the return of Alexis on Fire and their album Otherness. And just hearing Dallas Green singing back again with Alexis on Fire and their heaviness, I loved it. Number 3, one of my favorite bands, Creator, and they put out Hate Uber Alles, a great album. And number 2 this year, we had Ghost Impera, Ghost made a lot of number ones for many lists, but not ours. We had it on number 2 because number 1, which I don't even know if many of you guys will know about, but those who do will probably agree with this one, was the solo album from the guitarist Jani Limitainen. It's called My Father's Son. Definitely check this album out. It was so great. Jani was a founder of the band Sonata Arctica and is now in the band Insomnium. And guests on the album were Bjorn Speed Strid from Soilwork. Annette Olzon was on it. Renan Zonta was on it. Tony Kako from Sonata Arctica is on it, and more. And I thought this album just stood out the most. So diverse, heavy, great vocals, great choruses, just really well put together. So if you haven't heard it, just check out Jani Limitainen's solo album, My Father's Son. Let us know what you think in the comments. This is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News. Thanks for tuning in.